Director in District 51. Now, I'd like to welcome everyone to the club. First, I'd like to acknowledge Area Director Nelson, past District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Aziza Hassan, members from other district, Janika, Distinguished Toastmaster Halina, and other members who tuned into our masterclass today. Now, I don't want to delay anymore. First, now I'd like to invite our Toastmaster of the day, who is also serving as a timer, Patsy, to start the thing. Patsy, I will hand the control to you now.
Thank you, President Lai, and good afternoon. I'm coming to you from Taiwan. So happy to be connected in Malaysia and serving you as a timer for today's our speaker, Fursey, and he will deliver 45 minutes of speech, 20 minutes green, 30 minutes yellow, and 40 minutes red. So enjoy your session. Back to our president.
Now, fellow Toastmaster, let's welcome our masterclass speaker, Fursey, to the virtual stage. Fursey, I pass the virtual stage to you now.
Thank you very much. Hello, ardent speakers. Oh, wait. Advanced ardent speakers, right? Advanced. Therefore, we're going to skip some of the basics and we're going to jump right to the top of the mountain. That's right. If we're going to jump off this mountain, let's jump from the top. Now, some of you are like, wait a minute, we're doing what now? Exactly. We are jumping right off that cliff, Aziza. None of this climbing up step by step, hand holding. We're jumping off the top. So let's get right to it. This means we're all going to be speaking today, by the way, just so you know, just so you understand what today is going to be about. We're going to be exploring the power of your voice. So let's start here. Please repeat after me. Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. Everybody?
Today, I will speak with a rich, resonant voice.
Good. Now, what we want to do is make sure that we hit the ends of our words. Ends of the words. All right, let's try this again. Okay, here we go. And all together. 1, 2, 3. Today I will speak with a rich, resonant voice. Excellent. Harlina, may I ask you to try it, please? You're muted.
Sorry. Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Good. Now, would you please make sure to hit the K on speak? One more time, please. Go ahead.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
All right, 2 corrections. I need to hear the K stronger. It's at the back of the mouth, right? And I need you here on the round. All right, one more time, please. Thank you.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Excellent. Okay, Lai, your turn.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Good. Would you please make sure to hit the N, round, the N and then the D, round. Lengthen that sound a little bit longer. Round. One more time, please.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Excellent. Give me a with. the TH sound, with. You're going to lengthen that sound. That's what we're doing. We're lengthening the sound so that the air has a chance to go all the way through our tongue and our roof of our mouth. One more time, please, Lai. With.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Very good. Now, Lai, I would suggest that you've got to keep working with that, okay? Keep working with the TH sound. Excellent. Ravin, go ahead, sir.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Excellent. Ravin, there's two things I'm going to bring up with you. Round, round. All right. And the S in resonant sounds like a Z. It's voiced. Resonant. All right, Ravin, one more time, please.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Excellent on the Z. Round. Make the sound full. Everybody try it as if there's a tennis ball in your mouth or a racquetball. So it's a nice cave inside of your mouth. Oh. Round. Yeah. Hey, say this with me. How now, brown cow? All right. Okay, Robin, back to you.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Better, much better, much better. What I'm hearing is it's coming out like an A sound. And so I'm encouraging you to have more of an O sound. Yes? Excellent. Hey, Betty! Betty! Okay, Betty, you're going next. Okay, I don't even know who Betty is, and already I'm like throwing her under the bus. Betty, it's been years since we met. Long has it been? 10 years? 20 years? Oh my gosh, you were just a little girl. You were just like 5 years old, running up to Santa Claus, pulling on his beard. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Betty, here you go.
I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Excellent. Very good. Betty, I thought you sounded really good. Now, I could barely hear you, but I think it's a microphone or a speaker problem. I don't think it's a verbalization problem, but from what I could tell, pronunciation, sounds good. Duncan Barr. I don't even know Duncan Barr. I will today. Duncan, how are you today? Here you go, sir.
I'm very good, thank you. Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Oh, man, he's got a little bit of rolling along on the R, doesn't he? Nice, round. Woo! Woo! Did you also notice, and you can go back to the recording and catch this, he said it a little bit differently than everyone else. He said, today I will speak. He stressed the I a little bit more than anyone else. That could be worth a discussion. Maybe a little later on. Okay. Understanding where the sound is in our mouth is critical if we're going to be better speakers. We're not here to talk. If you want to go to talk, go to Starbucks. Yeah? If you want to talk with your friends, go to Starbucks, like I did. Go to Starbucks if you want to talk. We are here, Jeanette, we are here to speak. And that means our sound has to be clear. Our sound has to be effective in all kinds of spaces. So sometimes the microphone is right there. And if the microphone is right there, like it is on Jeanette's ear, right? Jeanette is right there, right? And so you can whisper and still be heard, but it has to be clear so that we can catch all the round sounds from Duncan Barr. Wait, it should be bar. Sorry, too far? Okay. The idea is
Bar.
bar. I mean, why else is there a second R there, right? The first R makes total sense. The second bar is for effect. If it's the first bar, it's bar. Now, I know some of you are thinking, yeah, let's go to the bar. Settle down, Aziza. Settle down. It's not even noon where some of these people live. Second R is for effect. Bar. But that's another workshop. Well, maybe we'll sneak that in. How do we make use of all the sounds that our mouth can make? The sentence that I just showed you hits almost all the major sounds. It hits all the major sounds that you need to do. But you want to make sure to do warm-ups. You want to make sure to do warm-ups of the consonants. Ta, da, pa, ba, ka, ga. And in each of your languages, you all have your own tongue twisters. And I know everybody here is from different countries, so I'm going to let you find your own tongue twisters. But you also have vowels. Those are the consonants. You also have vowels. And you want to make sure that you're pronouncing the vowels well for whatever audience you need, whatever language you happen to be speaking in. I know some of you speak 2, 3, 4 languages. Find out what your audience needs from the correct pronunciation of that language with that dialect, and make sure that you are making it sound proper and good and beautiful. Yes? At first, it will require intentionality. After a while, it will become reflexive. Next, we've just talked about vocal warm-ups, your tongue twisters. Oh, one more vocal warm-up. Would you go ahead and hum with me, please? We may not hear it on the Zoom, but you're humming. Good. Keep humming. And while you're humming, I want you just to rotate your shoulders. Forwards, backwards. There you go, Betty. There you go, Patsy. Lie your shoulders. There you go. There you go, Seki. Keep going all the way up. Hold them up to your ears. 1, 2, 3, and down. Up. 1, 2, 3, and down. And up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Duncan, do you remember doing this as a kid? You remember? Your teacher would go, Duncan, what's the answer? And you'd go, I don't know. Okay. As you can all tell, today we're going to beat up on Duncan. Okay, so we want to warm up. We want to relax. We want to relax our whole chest. We want to relax our shoulders. We want to relax our jaw. Rub right here. You want to relax your jaw. Keep humming. Keep humming. That's right. If people look at you funny, you just tell them, I'm waiting for the mothership. That's it. Keep right here. Good. Thank you, David. I see David laughing at my jokes. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always need that. No. Some of you are laughing now. Too late. I don't accept pity laugh. And underneath here, this part here should be as soft as your cheek. This part right here should be as soft as your cheek, but we hold a lot of tension there. Now take your tongue and move it around your mouth. Now, you're all going, man, I can't believe I have multiple degrees. I'm coming to this master class, and we're sitting there getting peanut butter out of our mouth. You're rubbing your tongue against your teeth. So that if this is your tongue, you're like, that doesn't even look like my tongue. If this is your tongue and these are your teeth, you're scraping the top of your tongue against your teeth. You're scraping the bottom of your tongue against your teeth. You're rubbing your tongue up against the side, and you're rubbing your tongue up against the side. Yeah? You're waking up your tongue to be able to speak. And Patricia Yap, whatever you find in there, it's yours. We give that to you for free, courtesy of ardent speakers. All right? By the way, Seki, this does not replace flossing. I've talked to the dentist about this. You must still floss. Just saying, okay? You have to, especially that green stuff, you got to definitely get that thing out. Okay, here we go. We're going to be talking about several important factors in speaking. This is going to be like going into a mechanic shop. You're looking at your car, and the mechanic is going to talk about the basics. We've done the warm-ups. Now we're going to do pitch. Do you guys need that again? Screenshot. Not that there's much to take a picture of, but screenshot. Note to self, Pan. When you're presenting and you have a slide with a whole bunch of words, let people write it down. If you start speaking right away, they're going to be like, and then they're going to look up going, Fursey, what were you just saying? Like they have no idea, right? Because they were busy writing it down or taking their phone out and taking a picture. And so you might as well just stop talking for about 5-7 seconds. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Your audience will not run away. I guarantee you. Pitch. Pitch is the one that makes you sound like a fire truck, like an ambulance. So here's an example. Make sense? Jeanette? Okay, yeah. Jeanette, please, there's nothing wrong with your TV screen. This is part of the program. All right, now we're all going to do that together. When I raise and lower my hand, we're all going to make that sound. I will allow you to stay muted while I do this, while you do this. Okay? All right, let me make sure that there's enough light on me. Okay, here we go. Now, is that too much light? Is it shining off my head? Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more time. Yannicka, you're not doing it. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent. I know, it seems weird that Fursey would be making you do it. Here's the thing. We're not used to manipulating those muscles. And sometimes, unless you intentionally do it, you won't do it. You think you're doing it. Like, I'm going to break everything down like it's really easy to understand, because that's my job. The problem with that is that people think, oh, that's easy to understand, so I don't need to do it. And then 1 hour later, you're like, what was that? And so that's why the only way to swim, to learn how to swim well, is to actually swim. That's why I'm forcing you to have to do these exercises, because these aren't things that you normally do. I know you don't make that sound. Well, maybe Seki does. But I know that these aren't normally things that you do, so you've got to be intentional about it, yes? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that sentence, and you're going to say the sentence while I move my hand. Everybody remember this sentence? Today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. As I move my hand, you're going to go up and down with the pitch. Now, at this point, you should probably know the sentence. Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. Yeah? Okay, here we go. One more time. I'm going to change the pattern. 1, 2, 3. Today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. Which one sounded more normal? The first one. You'll notice that in the English language, certain vowel sounds lend themselves to certain pitches. The I, the E tend to be higher than the O and the U. The I, the E tend to be higher than the O and the U. Yeah? Okay, here we go. Need a volunteer. Harlina. She's like, wait a minute. I thought you said it was volunteers. Yeah, I just volunteered you.
Oh my
Welcome
God.
to Toastmasters. You get voluntold all kinds of things. By the way, Harlina, you're also going to be a club officer and area director. Okay, here we go. What I want you to do is to go up and down saying, today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice matching my hand. All right? Ready? Begin.
Today I will speak with the rich, round, resonant voice.
Woo! Give her a big round of applause. That was good. That was good. Joyce's, you're up, my friend. Ready? Here we go. Same thing. Oh, she ran away. She's like, I'm out of here. Okay, you're going to have to unmute, my friend. Joyce's? Joyce. Are there more? Is there more than one Joyce? Is that why it's Joyce's? There's two of them? Oh, no, just black. Okay. Okay, here we go, Joyce's. Today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. All right. Okay, your turn. Go ahead. Today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. Well done. Give her a round of applause. Thank you, Joyce's. Well done. Excellent. It's good. It's good. We got it. So that's pitch, highs and lows. Now power. Power. Now, power isn't just about volume. Most of you know what volume you're like, whoa, Fursey's head is so huge. Okay, I know. It's like a giant potato just sort of jumped onto your screen. Power is both volume, which is loud and soft. Yeah, loud and soft. You have that on your TV, you have that on your phone, you have that on everything. You have it on everything but your child. Have you noticed that? Your child doesn't have a volume control. Your child is just loud all the time. You see what I'm saying, right? Okay. Betty's like, he knows things. This Fursey, he knows some things. Like a child does not have a volume control. Here's the thing. Sometimes volume doesn't do it. Sometimes you need to infuse volume with a little bit more. And that's why you have power. Because you can have power without volume. Like when you're talking to your child and you're saying, you better put that back right now. Right? There's a lot of power there, but it's not very loud. Why? Because the neighbors will hear you. Right? When your mother-in-law's in the next room, okay? When your mother-in-law's visiting for the weekend, they're in the next room and you're there talking to your husband or wife going, you better be nice to my mother. Do not talk about the thing. Whatever the thing is, Robin, we're not going to talk about it because your wife or husband was very, very clear. Do not talk about it. So there's a power there. Yes? There's a power there. Power. So there's a power there, an intensity. And we can measure that. We can measure that internally. I know it's not something you're really going to measure 1, 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, but it's something that you know in your mind. There's something you know in your heart intentionally. So what I would like for you to do now is to remember our sentence. Today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. And I would like you to say this with varying power. And you decide. You decide how to change the power. You decide for yourself how you're going to change your power as you say this sentence. You can do it any way you want. any way you want. There really is no wrong answer to this. Kavita, may I ask you to go first, please?
Okay. Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Good. Now I want you to change the power as you go through the sentence. Change it.
Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Kavita, I want you to change it much more.
Okay. Today, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Okay. So we're starting to hear it now, right? You see, here's the thing about voice. It changes in our mind. It doesn't change on our lips. As I'm training people, as I've been coaching clients, I'll say, okay, slow down. And it didn't change. No, slower. And it didn't change. Slow. It didn't change. I go, I'd like for you to slow it down. And they go, I am slowing it down. I'm like, no, you're not. So in our minds, we're doing it, but on our lips, we're not. So Kavita, let's do this together. Today, go ahead.
Today,
I will speak.
I will speak.
Let's try that again. I will speak.
I will speak
With a rich, round, resonant voice.
with a rich, round, resonant voice.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, now we got some changing intensity, right? And we're also realizing that power can be on certain words. Certain words. Not every word needs to have a lot of power. As a matter of fact, if you have power throughout the whole sentence, it sounds kind of like this. Today I will speak with. You're like, oh my gosh, that's a little loud. That's a little crazy. That's a little tossed salad where we shouldn't have tossed salad. See, that's what happens when you have volume. That's when you have loudness with no focus. Yeah. And that's why power is so important. Understanding where the power goes, what word receives the power. The next one is pause. Now, everybody kind of knows what pause is, especially if you have cats and dogs. No, Aziza, that's not the right kind of pause. Come on, Aziza. What I'm talking about is creating meaning for words. Creating the meaning for words. Where you pause can make a difference. Pause before the word, pause after the word. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you some numbers, and I want you to pause before the number 4. Okay? Pause before the number 4. Seki, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Excellent. Excellent. David Lee, would you please pause after the number 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Fantastic. Now I want you to try something very different. I want you to actually take a breath. Not just a pause, but I want you to actually take a
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You didn't take a breath. You paused, but you didn't take a breath. Take a
Okay,
breath.
can I try again?
Yeah. Take a full breath.
Full breath.
Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Exhale.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good, better. Now I want you to try it one more time. Inhale, say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take another full inhalation of air and then continue. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go. There you go. It doesn't sound like it's important now, but when we get to key words, it will all make sense. All I'm giving you now are pieces of the puzzle. You still don't know quite what the puzzle looks like, but it will all make sense here in just a moment. Pacing. Pause is different from pacing. Pause is about meaning. Pacing is about rhythm. Pause is about meaning. Pacing is about rhythm. I'm going to say that again. You want to write this one down. Pause is about meaning. Pausing gives meaning. Pacing is about the rhythm. We're talking about rhythm of a sentence. We're talking about rhythm of a paragraph. We're talking about the rhythm of details. We're talking about the rhythm of your whole speech. In a 5 to 7 minute speech, just for Toastmaster's sake, in a 5 to 7 minute speech, if you keep the same rhythm all the way throughout, this is the sound you hear at the end of the speech. Is it lunchtime? Okay. If you keep the same rhythm, throughout your speech, this is what you'll see when you look at the audience. Because they're texting. They're no longer paying attention. You've got to change the rhythm. You've got to change the pacing of your speech. So, would you do this for me? Take a look at this. And every time you have a double slash, would you take a breath? Every time you have a double slash, if you can't see it, go ahead and pin me for yourself. All right, you can pin it on your screen. Every time you have a double slash, take a full breath. All right, Nelson, would you give it a try, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Breathe.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Breathe.
11, 12.
Good. Breathe.
13, 14. 15,
Breathe.
16.
Breathe.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Good. Does everyone make sense? Good job. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, Nelson. Does that make sense? Some are longer, some are shorter. You can use pacing to set up a rhythm and then yank the rhythm away. And that's when your audience knows you are serious. That's when the audience knows that's an advanced speaker right there. Because I could not tell when they were going to breathe. If the audience knows when you're going to breathe, that's like a baby knowing when its mother's going to breathe, right before it goes to sleep. Right? So if you set up traditional breaths and you never change, it's going to get boring very fast. You have to change the rhythm. Not just the pitch, not just the power, not just the pausing, the rhythm of the whole sentence. Shorter rhythms, longer. Shorter, longer sentences. Shorter words, longer words. What? Yes. Shorter words, longer words. If you really want to be an advanced speaker and be a designer of speeches, be an architect to great monuments of words, then you have to understand that some words are shorter and some words are longer. Really? Yes. You didn't think about that before today, did you? Come on, admit it. You never thought about shorter words and longer words, did you? Oh, yes. Most times we don't think about it until we're trying to read Shakespeare. And then you realize he has monosyllabic words, meaning syllables of just one, words of just one syllable, monosyllabic words in a sequence to establish a rhythm. To be or not to be. Specifically, monosyllabic words. And then other times he has lovely words like honorific habilitudinitatis. You're like, what? You did what with my tattoo? No. Okay. So understand that if we want to be advanced speakers, then we've got to be advanced wordsmiths, advanced designers, advanced architects to great sentences. Yes, the power is ours, Robin. Today, sentences. Tomorrow, the world. Okay, now we take all this and we use it for key words. This is where it's all going to. Ooh, the longest word that I know is hippopotamus. Yeah, it's a good word. It's a good word. The key word. Screenshot. The key word unlocks the meaning of the sentence. Very simple. Very simple to say, very hard to understand, and dang near impossible to use in real life. But we can, and we do. What we have to do is understand human instinct. The key word unlocks the meaning of the sentence, not just the literal meaning, the emotional meaning, the psychological meaning, the spiritual meaning. All the different ways that we can interpret a sentence, the key word unlocks it all. Because if you try to use every single word in the sentence equally, then it sounds nuts. So you can take a simple word, a simple sentence like, I love you. If you try to stress every single word there, then it comes out as, I love you. And you hear all the words, but it doesn't really make meaning, does it? There's really no meaning behind it. So the key word unlocks the meaning of the sentence. Now, I know you're arguing, Fursey, why does only one word unlock the meaning? Shouldn't the whole sentence be important? I'm going to ask you a simple question. How many words do you remember from a speech you heard at the last meeting? Let's just be honest, okay? 0. Because you have better things to do, like figure out what you're going to eat for lunch. Listen, we can't remember every single word. Impossible. We can't even remember who gave the speech. We can't remember the title. We're not even sure what they spoke about. Maybe we might remember what they spoke about if it was really good, but we're definitely not going to remember what they said. So you've got to pick one word per sentence, and that gives you the meaning. And that, we hope, is what stays with our audience. Yeah? So if you have a sentence like, I love you, I can change the meaning of this sentence by changing the meaning of one word. In this case, the I. Yes? I love you. I love you, not Yannicka. Yannicka doesn't love you. I love you. Yes? There's a contextual meaning behind that word. I love you, Lucy. I don't love Pan. I love you. Yes? So we are changing the meaning by changing the subject, the meaning of the subject of the sentence, and changing the meaning of the object of the verb. You're like, why are we getting so technical? Well, there's some people that really like that. Duncanbar. Sometimes we have to be that technical, and sometimes it just doesn't matter. I love you, Duncan. Well, really, I love your sweater, but it's on you right now, so I love you. We can change the key word of a sentence, and it changes the meaning of a sentence. I love you. Now, to make that key word stand out, I had to put a pause there. I love, pause, you. 1 slash. 1 slash, please. I love, pause, you. The one word we haven't talked about yet is love. A lot of times love is a difficult word. I speak on behalf of all the men on the planet. All the women are like, yeah, emotionally unavailable, those people. So imagine a man who for the first time looks into the eyes of the ones he loves and he says, I love you. I love you. Yeah? It's going to take more than just a pause. It's going to take a full breath. And that's why I was hassling Patricia Yap. And that's why I was making, I forgot who that was, jump through hoops on that one. I / breath love you. Love is the key word. Love is the key word in this case. Here's the one you want to grab a screenshot of. Screenshot. Too many words to understand. He's at 39 minutes. He'll never make it. There's a primary keyword and a secondary keyword. Hold it, what? Well, you did say you're an advanced club. There's a primary keyword and a secondary keyword. Take a look. The primary is green. The secondary is yellow. There is a breath between I and love. There's a pause between love and you. I, breath, love, pause, you. Make sense? Primary keyword, secondary keyword. When we were doing this earlier, I mentioned that Duncan changed the meaning ever so slightly because he made the word I the key word. Most people were saying today as the key word. He stressed the I as the key word. That's what changed the meaning of the sentence ever so slightly. He changed the key word. You can change the meaning of any sentence you have by changing the key word. And a lot of the work that I do with clients, it is simply you're choosing the wrong word as your key word. You're choosing the wrong word as the key word. Or if we're talking about structure, Christine, if we're talking about structure, move the key. Since you're the one writing the speech, right? You're not having to quote Winston Churchill. You're writing the speech. So therefore, you can move the keyword anywhere you want. So I have coached people and said, I would move the keyword to the end of the sentence. I would move the keyword to the end of the sentence. Because after the keyword, we tend to drop off. It tends to drop off. Meaning tends to drop off after the keyword. Take a look at this. If I give you this sentence again, today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. If you key the first word, today I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice, it's almost like the rest of the sentence has no meaning. If you want two key words, today and resonant, today, breath, I will speak with a rich, round, resonant voice. Yes? If you want a second key word, you have to take a second breath. Here's the next thing you have to write down. You're only allowed one key word per breath. Count them. 1. 1 key word per breath. You are only allowed 1 key word per breath, David. I don't care whether you're using US dollars or Canadian dollars. 1 key word per breath. That's all you're allowed, Aziza. I don't care how good looking you are. You're only allowed 1 key word per breath. But Fursey, what if I want another key word? Well, then take another breath. Oh, okay. That's not so bad. Yeah, it's not so bad until you take so many breaths that you go 3 seconds over on your championship speech. Nobody's ever done that. 1 keyword per breath. If you want more keywords, then you have to take more breaths. Sometimes your sentence is long enough, it will require secondary keywords, primary keywords, secondary keywords. Between the secondary keywords, take a pause. Screenshot. One primary keyword per breath, 1 secondary keyword per pause. Some of you are like, I didn't drink enough coffee to understand all this. Lucy, you got to get that good Indonesian coffee. That'll keep you up at night. Questions? No questions. Okay, good. I'm done. No questions? I know that was a lot. I just threw a whole bunch of stuff at you. Toraja, excellent. Any preguntas? Am I asking the word questions in the right way? No questions?
We're still trying to suck it all in.
That's what I figured. Some people
Actually,
are like,
I do have a question, actually, Fursey. Fursey, how do you get people to change the way that they deliver their speeches? Because I mean, what you've just given us, it's like you've given us some tools, but how do you actually coach people into speaking the way that you are suggesting? Because I know certainly myself, I tend to, as you say, you're thinking in your brain, and then you think you're speaking the way you've been taught, but actually it's just in your brain. And as you say, what's coming out of your mouth is the same. So how do you coach people specifically to speak well?
That's an excellent question, Duncan. Sometimes you can simply say, I want you to key this word. And then when they hit that word, the meaning comes out. Other times I'll ask them, you're telling me that your mother is everything to you, right? My line is, my mother is everything to me. But you're saying, my mother is everything to me. My mother is everything. I'm like, when you say she's everything to you, what do you mean? Well, she gave me love. She gave me this. She gave me that. And there was a time when she even sacrificed this for me, and she sacrificed that for me. And so she's really important to me. And then I'll say your line. And you'll go, and my mother is everything to me. And I go, okay.
So you dig. It's an act. Yeah, right.
I put them into that mental mode, because what's happening is that you feel it, but you've distanced yourself from it. So now you need to come back closer to it and then be able to present it in a way that's safe, right? And so it's understanding. Sometimes it takes a little bit more. Sometimes it takes just a little bit more to understand. Sometimes I use music. I get people to listen to music and to follow the rhythm of the song and follow the rhythm of the lyrics. And they use that, and that's a very that's less rational, right? There's some things that are more rational and more logic oriented, and other things that are a little bit more pathos oriented. And so I'll work with a speaker depending on who they are and what's important to them and how they think it through. That's a good question, Duncan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Percy. That really is quite insightful. Thanks a lot.
Other questions? But it better be as good as Duncan's. Yes.
Hi there. So I tend to slur my words most of the time when I try to remember the points, but I want to quickly
You tend to
say it
slur your
before I lose
words.
it.
You
Yeah.
tend to slur your words. It's probably the same. It's probably like David. David slurs his words, but I think for a completely different reason. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Vicky. Sorry.
Do you know